Okay, so I finished up another one of these NAC panels. I figured I would do a walkthrough, kind of explaining what I do post installation. So the first thing I did, because it wasn't labeled in here, I put the breaker number. Now, if there was an actual identifier on the panel, like LPE or LDE or so on and so forth, I would put that, then the breaker, then the number. So these are on the same breaker. Just to show you, it's hard to see that 'cause it's a little darker in here. I put the installation date, the breaker, then the number. I put the date of these new batteries. I put my initials on there, so that way they know who did it. I leave the documentation with the panel. I didn't have any folder, else I'd have put a folder on the inside here and stuck the documentation right there. But I leave this for the next guy. I always think about the next guy, because you might be that next guy coming out here to work on it. I check all my connections, and as you can see down through here, we're green on the panel. I always take a picture after I'm done. Now, if this panel required any programming, I would have put it on a flash drive and mounted it on the inside here, out of the way, so that way the next guy would have had a copy of the program. You know, you have to follow your company's policies and procedures, but that's what I personally do, to look out for the next guy. It's already been barcoded up and added to the inspection report, so whenever the inspector comes out, he knows what's in here. I lock it up, key, place on top of the panel. I put a copy of the key inside this panel, inside the main panel. So this particular fire alarm panel came with 2 keys, so I leave one with the panel itself, and one goes in the main fire alarm panel. So it's a good idea to do that for pool stations, stuff like that. Put them inside the fire alarm panel, so if they have a key to get into here, then they can do all the pool stations and stuff like that. And then again, I take a picture anytime I work on something. I take a picture that there are no troubles on the panel. That saved me in the past where I left the job site and they said that the panel was in trouble whenever I left. And the last but not least, I put a sticker on the door of the fire alarm panel saying, you know, what name of the company is here. So, you know, this is just what I do personally. And as you can see here, there's leaves and stuff like that, but that was already here when I got here. So I cleaned up after myself, verified that there is no trash. Now, this is something that I would take a picture of when I first got here. See how that's drilled out? That's a no-no. So that needs to be replaced on here. As you can see, the door will not stay shut anymore. So they need to have that replaced. But that way they know that I didn't drill that out, because I have a key for the things. That's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward installation. One of the things I did do, let me show you this. People walk their dogs out here, so I'm definitely watching where I step. So this was the end of the line right here. I'll mark where the end of the lines are. That helps the next guy out tremendously. And like I said, I've come behind myself 5 or 6 years later and And I was very thankful that I'd marked that because I'd forgotten where I'd put it. But wherever your end line resistors are, mark it accordingly. And again, follow your company's policies. If they want you to use a sticker, then use a sticker. That's it on it. I appreciate you watching. If there's anything that you want me to cover, just let me know, and I'll definitely cover it in the future if I come across it. Thank you for watching.